At the end of Proverbs, it says, speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves and for the rights of all who are destitute. Hello, I'm Joyce Moore, and along with my husband David, and I have founded Abba Foundation Thailand. We are an anti-human trafficking ministry with a priority of soul winning. You know, the United Nations this year has a Human Rights Council that declared the identification of Thailand as being the world's major source and destination of all those who have been victimized in the sex trade industry. And that includes both men, women, and children. Our house focuses on young boys from age to 15 that's been sexually abused by pedophiles. Thailand is a 95% Buddhist country, and what you're seeing here is Chiang Mai, one of the cities up north. It's 700 years old, and this is the original wall, and it surrounded this old city and the moat for protection. It's a subtropical nation, and it's has a lot of tourism, famous for its elephants and its beautiful landscapes. It's also famous for its anything-goes sex trafficking. If you were to visit here, you would do zip lining, you could do whitewater rafting. This is a cultural dinner show where they do a dance in the old days, like when it was called Siam, like it was in King and I movie. Of course, what Thailand is like during the day and what it's like in the nighttime hours is a whole different nation. Child sex tourism is a worldwide phenomenon according to UNICEF. 10,000 girls annually enter Thailand from neighboring countries like Laos and Burma and end up as sex workers. These girls that you see here out in the streets trying to get customers to come into the bars were probably kidnapped when they were 8, 9 years old, walking down the street to get their mom some oil from the village stores. They were put in a locked room in the back of these bars with no windows, serving 10 customers a night. After they got a little older, then they start letting them out in the public like this. They know they won't run away. They're hooked on drugs. They do whatever they're told. They know they're owned. The elimination of sex exploitation of children around the world is a daunting task, but one that can be achieved if effective programs like Abba House and other Christian foundations are put into place. These are some of our boys that we found in the inner city late at night looking for someone to buy their bodies for a bowl of rice. That's sodomy. Noticing that with their bloody pants, this is not only humiliating and degrading, but extremely painful. Their skin tissue is torn, spreading fresh blood, inviting the HIV virus. Their human dignity is destroyed, and the violation is devastating. The girls you see here are girls at risk. They're like orphaned, or their parents are in prison, maybe their mother's a prostitute. Dangerous situation when we bring them in. They go to school there in Thailand, public schools, every day, but our boys can't do that. We have to teach them a skill, and this is David showing the boys how to make bunk beds. They also learn how to do motorcycle repair later, and in the very beginning, we teach the boys how to make jewelry. Anyone can string beads together, and it's a simple job, and it teaches them how to sit still and be quiet. They're uncivilized when we first get them, so this is a good way to start. The girls and the boys learn how to sing Christian songs in Thai and English because we do a lot of outreaches. We go to drug rehabs for boys and teenage boys and girls. We have HIV children's homes, handicap homes. and we do like the song, drama skits. Then we have a message where we always have an altar call. It's very rare that somebody doesn't raise their hand to receive Christ. It's the first time many of them have heard about the gospel and the cross and what he did for them with his death and resurrection. So yes, they love grace, they love learning more about Jesus. One of our outreaches is the Chiang Mai Men's Prison of 5,000, and this expresses our call to the Great Commission mentioned in Matthew. It says that we are to not only lead them to Christ, but to also disciple them and water baptize them. This is Pastor Ed translating for me at our group of our discipleship class of 400 men. David is water baptizing them, along with our staff and also teams that come. Everyone takes turn learning how to do all three of these steps. This is our university students having lunch with us after church on Sunday right here at this location. And some of the bunk beds here I mentioned before about what David is making and teaching the boys how to make. So we have teams come. This is similar to what you would stay at if you were to visit here for a week, 2 weeks, a year. And we can provide visas for that long.